Are we recording now?
Yeah, we are recording.
Congratulations, everybody, we did it!
Yeah!
So, we are the film committee for graduation, and we wanted to document kind of our journey and have something new and exciting to share as we're all going on to do something different with our lives. So we hope that you enjoy, and once again, congratulations.
That I came and it felt both like a family and like I was going to be challenged in ways that I didn't necessarily want to be challenged, but I was going to be anyway.
I mean, the faculty is amazing, the program's amazing. So many things make it a great place to be here.
Yeah. Well, I didn't apply anywhere else. I don't think you're supposed to do that, but
I wanted to find out more about service learning, and I knew that Dr. Jones was here, so I wanted the opportunity to research with Dr. Jones, and I really wanted to at Ecuador.
I mean, I came because I thought Tori and Rebecca were going to go to Bowling Green.
I chose Ohio State because although I went here for undergrad, I felt like I had a second home here. When I interviewed, it was my birthday, and I just felt so welcomed into the cohort.
Because it was free.
I was in some ways kind of brainwashed as a kid to learn, live and breathe Ohio State.
At the interview days, I met people that I really wanted to get to know more, and they were really talented and really excited to be here, and I think that definitely made a difference.
And I thought, where would I regret most not going? And Ohio State was just like in the back of my mind.
I thought it would be fun moving from the University of Michigan to Ohio State.
And I knew that like Ohio State, we have such a big connection throughout not just United States, but throughout the entire world, that like we would be able to get good jobs and later on have a lot of good colleagues that we could collaborate with.
and I had talked to Jen before about the program, and I remember coming in and she said, I'm so glad you're here.
But I don't know, Mary's laughter. Every time Caleb would talk, she would just start to laugh uncontrollably. And I didn't know if she was like in need of distress, if she needed help or anything like that.
Like anytime Caleb talks, oh my god.
I think Rachel's rapid typing is something that will never be surpassed ever. Like the girl can type like
Body rolls in the cave after hours.
Bronzy.
when she accused someone of stealing Dr. Jones's multi-dimensions model.
My funniest moment was Adon using big words like behooved.
Professor. When Dr. Sispizena was getting her faculty award, and we had been talking about like university boards, and all of a sudden these men in like suits start walking in, and we're just like all staring like, did she invite the board in here? That was amazing. I am so impressed. And Tori is full of stories, which is awesome. And you just never know what's gonna come out of her mouth. And she talked about being in New Orleans, and she said she ran into James, and then she called him Justin, and that seemed to always be the running theme, is that James and Justin look alike. Justin!
I think Alex Smith would be mine. He just kind of impacted me in small ways that I never actually really got a chance to thank him because life has just been so crazy.
Having Dr. Johnston as an advisor was really good for me. Even though we didn't necessarily interact outside of class a lot, whenever I'd want to meet, he would always be available. And I was actually really impressed at one of the last times Lou met, and he's actually like, I'll come to your office this time.
Coming to work every morning, going to work every morning would not be the same if it wasn't for people like Adon.
He's not here, so I'll give a shout out to Danny Kim. You know, he's such a great duder in my life.
The person that was most impactful for me was my supervisor, Bowen.
I think that the entire diversity course was really impactful because after an entire year of getting to know each other, I think people finally, we got to a point of comfort where we could talk about really personal things.
Yesterday we had the retreat, for HESA. And we were all just telling our story. I remember just like bawling. And I think everyone just started crying, but it was just like a space where people could just be open about their lives.
The hall staff, which I've worked with, so other grads have been Andy and Thelma and Alex, and if it weren't for them, I don't know what I would do.
After 2 years of classes and interactions, looking back and seeing what you first thought of people, how many of your first impressions were accurate, how many weren't, and seeing the friendships and the relationships that have formed that will be enduring, and that 5 years from now, 10 years from now, will still be there.
My friendship.
Our friendships.
Oh, you pulled my hair.
Oh my god.
Definitely the people that I've met here, like the people in our cohort who I love all of them, but also like the students who I've gotten to work with. So I'm like repping my BSA shirt right now. Those students have been great, and with FYE and the BBO board, I'm really going to treasure and miss all of them, and I hope we all keep in touch.
Just the feeling of knowing that there are people that are with you in something and that love you, as Kayla talked about earlier, the cohort model.
Side moments, the spontaneous conversations, the random bonding that happen when you're supposed to do work, but you're procrastinating by having great conversations about anything but your paper.
I just think I'm so comfortable around everybody, and it's been great having this group of 30 people where I'm not afraid to say what I'm thinking.
The people here, both in the cohort and the faculty, as well as the staff that you work with on an everyday basis, are going to be something that I miss.
I'm going to treasure the fact that this place is home, and the people and the buildings and the memories and the fun nights out in Short North and all of these pieces that I'm going to leave behind.
The tradition and spirit of being a Buckeye is something that I know that I'll carry for the rest of my life, and I think that each of us has a part of Ohio State spirit that we're going to take wherever we go.
Is to not apologize for your opinions and your thoughts on different matters.
I don't think I expected to learn so much about myself. I think that the whole first semester was just a lot of self-reflection.
And I really learned to ask for that, for what makes me come alive, to really follow that. And that's something that I pass on to the students I work with too.
This is maybe one of the first times in my life where I just genuinely wanted to listen more than to talk.
I learned that each one brings something fantastic to the group, and there are so many ways that we can learn from each other, and I just didn't expect to get so much out of it.
This program has taught me not to be afraid to dig deeper within myself.
I think for me, gaining comfortability and stepping out of your comfort zone
is to be more vulnerable and open and what that can do.
I think I just learned that everyone has a battle to fight.
For me, it's trusting my instincts and knowing that they're like valuable and legitimate.
Taking away from Ohio State this ability to critically think and apply myself in ways that I never thought I could.
Learning how to live in the ambiguity.
Ultimately, I'm just leaving this place a better person.
Dr. JGB always said, now that you know better, you can do better.
We did it!
We did it!
We made it! Ooh, ooh! You all is smart. You all is kind. You all is important.
Thank you for being my family away from home. It's meant more to me than I will ever be able to express.
This has been a really positive experience, and I want to thank all of you for being a part of it and for making it so good.
Thanks for challenging me to just learn more about myself, about this field, about you.
Incredibly caring group of individuals, you know. I don't know if, yeah, I just think we're the best cohort that's ever been.
I'd like to say thanks for having the real world talks, being sarcastic, keeping it real through all of the hard times.
I'm just really proud of us, and I can say that I am connected to each and every person in our cohort in some way, shape, or form.
Thank you so much for all the good times and the memories, and good luck in your job search and in the future, and I can't wait to see everybody at conferences.
I want to say thank you for being a part of the by far two best years of my life.
Thanks for being patient.
I love you all so much. I learned a lot from our professors, but really, like, you guys were my teachers as well.
This is your life, and now's the time to make it what you want it to be.
You made a huge impact on my life the past few years, and you've taught me so much about myself and others.
Thanks for all the laughs and just being really goofy, and I really enjoyed just being in class with everybody.
I want to say thank you for accepting me, even though I wasn't full-time at the beginning with y'all. But you took me under your wing, and I just really felt accepted and like I was a part of the group. So thanks, good luck.
I would just like to say thank you for challenging me, for assisting in my growth, and I wish everyone the best of luck in their future endeavors, and I hope we stay in touch.
At the end of the day, we were all we rejoiced in each other's successes, and we helped in when each other needed it.
I'll see you in 2 years in Columbus for ACPA.